Welcome Amakhosi Network, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to chat about the 1-1 draw with TS Galaxy. That is one of the most disappointing first halves I've ever watched the Kaizer Chiefs team play. I don't know what to say. But let's get into this game. But before we get into that, please like, comment, subscribe button, guys. Click subscribe. But anyway, my tactics, when I did my preview game yesterday, what did I say? I said, because Nabi is conceding, don't be shocked if he brings Blom, Matt and Mteta, and it was the worst. I want to start by saying this before I analyze the game. I want to say Nabi, for me, his tactics are starting to worry me. He looks very much like Arthur Zwane. During Arthur Zwane's days, Arthur Zwane would make tactics to fix problems that weren't problems. For example, for the past few weeks, we've been playing with Mteta and Matt. They've been having a good run of form. Why would he drop Blom to disturb them? Why drop them to disturb them? That was one position we will always cry about, but in the past few weeks we all agreed that it was looking better. It wasn't perfect, but with the players we have right now, it was looking much better. Then Nabi goes and faggers Blom there, and it becomes a mess. Blom destroys everything in that midfield, and Chiefs today, I don't understand what's happening with these players. And this is why I'm saying Nabi, I'm starting to wonder about his tactics. Because, for example, we have a left back and a right back issue. That is the biggest issue. You just meant to put people who are going to sit there, block, sharp, finish and clear. But Nabi goes and drops a midfielder. Then he takes away the number 10. That number 10 role is an important role for how we're playing now. Because without that number 10, we don't have an additional person to be creative. And I just don't know. And Matt can't play number 10. And Blom can play number 10. They cannot. At best they can play 8, but not at 10. So our first half was terrible. First half was just a waste of my time. I don't know how else to put it. First half, I asked myself this question. I said, is Kaizer Chiefs a big team? Is Chiefs have I been lying to myself and thinking Chiefs is a big team? Sometimes just ask ourselves deep questions when we're watching nonsense. Is Chiefs a big team? Because when you were watching that first half, I couldn't tell. Chiefs was scared of team. Imagine Chiefs put defender. We had let's count the defenders. The goalkeeper, obvious, left back, right back, center back, Tetra, another defender. Matt is also another defender, and then Blom is a defender. So we had 8 defenders. We still consider goal. I just don't know what Nabi is doing. Let me tell this to you guys. I want you guys to understand. TS Galaxy, in terms of the level of quality, is not better than Kaizer Chiefs in terms of level of quality. Ditlokwe, international player. Miguel, international player. Dodley, international player. Frosler has been in youth international players, but somewhat international player. Mtetra, international player. Matt, when Bros came, international player. Mfundo Vilagazi, international player under 20. Mdusha Balala, international player under 23. Vuma, international player. Dupree, unfortunately, lost it long time ago, but he was also a national player. So answer me this. When you compare the level of quality of Chiefs to the level of quality of TS Galaxy, you cannot compare it. These guys, Chiefs was being outplayed by 2 players that are Kaizer Chiefs former players. Ditejani and Mdamani, the defender, the left back. If I tell you that Mdamani, the left back, was the left back for DDC last season, the whole of last season, he was partnering Aiden McCarthy the whole of last season. This season, look at what he's doing. Ditejani played for Chiefs for how many seasons? Look, these 2 players come from the exact same pool as Mfundo Vilagazi, Mdusha Balala, and these 2 players that I'm talking about weren't often seen as the better players. The better players were known as Mfundo and Mdusha Balala and Duba. But there's nothing that these guys are producing. But anyway, let's get into it. I want to start by saying this. Duba is not a winger. I said this so many times and people don't understand. Duba is not a winger. Duba is not creative at all. Duba does not influence Duba cannot take. Look at Mfundo Villa guys. Look at Mfundo Villa guys. When he gets the ball, he takes on the player. Mfundo Villa guys cuts in, he drops his shoulder. He does so many things that already makes the defender struggle. Duba, you know when you play Duba on as a right wing, if I'm the left back, I'll be like, ngiphuzitie namhlanje, ngiphuzitie, uyasaba lo, uyasaba kakhona ucreator next, into kayifuna i-one on one, uyothola kanjani uhlele khoneni. That is what we'll say to him. Duba is non-existent. Mdu Shabalala, Nabi, open your eyes, Nabi, open your eyes. Since when has Mdu Shabalala been able to carry a team on his own? Mdu Shabalala was the only creative midfielder. Mdu Shabalala was the only creative player in the first half. Matt, Mtetwa, Blom, Duba, these guys, all of them don't know how to be creative. And then people are going to hammer Mdu. Mdu today, I'm going to hammer him because it's now it's becoming too much now. But at the first half, I want to forgive him because what is Nabi expecting? Huh? This is the same. Mdu Shabalala is suffering the same fate as Keegan Dolly and Kama Billiard, where they give the ball to the player who is quality, who they think is quality or is quality, and then they say, make a plan. Sereno is struggling from the same thing. They give him the ball and then they say, make a plan. It's 11 verse 11. Ukanguthi mina manje ngiqeda abantu ba 11. I mean, like, use your common sense. First half was the worst. We considered that goal sharp. But the problem, we know we're conceding. The biggest problem is this. This is where my crux of my problem is. Nabi fails to understand that us conceding is not a player thing. You can't just add a player into a problem. Us conceding is not a player problem. Us conceding is a team problem. It's how we shift players. It's how we mark as a team. It's how we play and position ourselves as a team. Us as a team, defensively, we are not good. We are not good at all. Let me touch on Vuma. Vuma, Baba, positioning, Baba. This is Vuma the whole of the game. He can't position himself. He's a running leg. He's following the ball. I'm like, yo, Vuma, one shot on target goal. And that's VAR. One shot on target. Starts conceding. Nabi, answer this question. Botswana had such a good game the last game. Why did you not start him? Mdu Shabalala cannot play without another creative player. Why not start Mfundo Villagaz? Why must it be that we put the better team in the second half? I don't understand it. Why must the better team start the second half? Why? Why, Nabi? Why? But anyway, the second half was much better. Let me touch on Miguel. We can't escape Miguel. Poor. Miguel had good moments in the second half, but first half, TS Galaxy should have scored just on Miguel's mistakes. Alone. No one else, just Miguel's mistakes. Miguel's passing. Let me actually get into this thing that was irritating me the whole game. Bafetu, how are we having professional players that can't trap the ball? Mdu Shabalala can't trap the ball. Matt can't trap the ball. Like, it breaks my brain. Duba can't trap the ball. Blom can't trap the ball. Guys, what kind of nonsense is this? Trapping the ball is the bare minimum you need to be a soccer player. I can go fetch an under 9 now who can trap the ball better than these guys. These guys fail to trap the ball as professional player. This is one thing that makes it hard for big brands to invest in PSR. There's certain things they shouldn't be saying, oh, what is happening? You go to Bournemouth, go to Southampton, go to Crystal Palace, go to the Championship where Abo Lyle Foster playing. Trapping is the least of your worries. No one has a problem of trapping. First touch is normal. No one else. But here, we can trap. I won't even get into the passing, but the trapping, my dog. Second half was better. Let me get into the second half. The players introduced helped us in the second half. Fundo Vilagazi, Botsane, actually Ranga had a better game, but Ranga can't trap. You know, Ranga scored today, and I pray well done, Ranga. But yo, Ranga, my daughter. Ranga can't trap. He was doing, you know, sometimes I prefer Ranga when he doesn't have too many touches. Like when he just touches and leaves the ball alone. Like you can hold up a player, chest it. Those are the times when I'm like, good Ranga. But when he just has too many touches, that's where he not going king. But anyway, I just wanted to say this. The second half was definitely much better. We were attacking well, but the one thing I just don't understand, who lied to Chiefs players and told them, Gutitina, we have tall players at the front? Why were we crossing in the box all the time when Miguel and Dudley and Ditokwe are at the back? Imagine when we were crossing for Ranga alone. Or we pray, that's the moment, that's what you call praying for miracles. Praying for miracles, Bob. When you just kick in J just because, you know, Dudley got injured, it's his fault. A lot of you are going to hate me for saying this, but Dudley's injury, it's his fault. You in no right as a center back should be making that kind of move. You're the last line of defense. If this guy got the ball and not you, do you know he's one-on-one with the keeper? Do you know he's one-on-one with the keeper? So I want to ask that question, guys. Like, why do a fancy thing at the back when you are the last line? The last line, if I'm not planning, il cap. First half, I forgot to mention this. Dupree makes the same mistake each and every game. And I ask myself this question. Who is training Dupree as a striker at practice? And this is why we've been crying for a striker coach from other Zwane days. From other Zwane days, we cried for a striker coach. Because it's simple. You get the ball, you one-on-one. You one-on-one. He did this in the last game. Polokwane City, was it Polokwane City or the previous game? I think it was the game we drew 2-2 with Royal A. He got the ball, and instead of hitting the far post, he wants to hit the near post. This game as well, he gets the ball, he wants to hit the near post. He hit the far post. Mfundo Vilagazi does the same thing. He's in the box, he wants to trick the keeper by hitting near post. No, hit the far post. Fail doing the right thing. Just fail doing the right thing. Fail hitting the far post. If the keeper saves, he saves. But when you're missing the pole here, it's not good. Mfundo Villagazi's shot here was weak because he tried to be fancy. Hit the far post. Hit the far post. If you're on your left, hit the far post. If you're on your right, hit the far post. I can't be teaching professionals this. It's your go-to move. If the keeper saves, he saves. It's fine. But do the right thing. Don't do fancy things. Hit the far post. Dupree, each and every game, I'm crying about the same thing. Why can't he just hit the far post? Yes, the keeper will save whatever. It's fine. But as long as you're doing the right thing, you know, good habits. That's what builds good habits. Right now, all our attacking players have bad habits. Bad habits. All of them want to hit the near post. Who taught them how to play soccer like this? It's just nonsense. Anyway, I'm going to do player ratings tomorrow, but I just wanted to have my rant now. I don't understand what kind of strikers we have. I don't think these guys are trained to be strikers. Don't overthink as a strike. Hit the far post, man. How? And then we scored the goal. Happy Mashiani, well done. Happy Mashiani actually came in and had a decent game. We don't trust him defensively, but I'm just gonna say decent game in terms of the balls into the box, because that's what we were doing. But other than that, he didn't really do much. I was so sad when they substituted Umthetwa, but in the end we scored a goal. So in a way, someone can say it worked out. But yo, Nabi, my daughter, you know, there are times when you're just like, you know what, if you're gonna bring in Sahile, maybe sacrifice Matt or and keep Umthetwa, because Umthetwa, we know his job. Umthetwa does his job well, Baba, there in the back, and that's Umthetwa is protection. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna chat more about the game tomorrow. There's just so many things I have to talk about this game. But Nabi, I'm starting to question you a lot. I'm starting to question you a lot. You cannot be a good coach who loses to teams that are lower than your level. You know, losing to Sundowns, Pirates, Super Sports, Stellenbosch, I can accept because we're building. But TS Galaxy, Polokwane City, those are points. Actually, let me not even add Polokwane because they've been doing well. Polokwane, I'll give them their respect. But TS Galaxy, Magesi, Royal AM, we've dropped all these three teams. We've dropped points against. We should have at minimum 7 points out of these three games. 7. But we have 3 points now out of those games. But anyway, Nabi, at this point, I'll be honest. Nabi is holding us by the throat. I don't know what to say. Nabi is bumping a vice grip. He's holding us with the vice grip or whatever. A vice grip, yeah, that's the vice grip. Because now it feels like we cannot talk about Chiefs until January transfer window. Because my thing is this, guys. How many players realistically will Nabi sign in Jan? Because what Nabi is doing now, I can see at most that we can get in Jan is 5. And 5 can't change your team from what we are now. And you think you're now going to be a better team? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So why I'm saying this is that I feel like Nabi is exposing himself for the coach he is. And I know it's too early to bash him, but I have to be honest. Nabi had a long preseason, longer than most coaches who have gotten into the team, longer than Athazwane, longer than all of the, longer than Molefe Ntseki, longer than even Kevin Johnson. Nabi had almost 2 months of preseason, and this is the result. Amakhosi.